Good afternoon and welcome to the Delegate Assembly meeting for August. I'd like to have everyone please stand. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and the first item on the agenda is basically to review the minutes from the July 3rd meeting. Yeah, you might want to turn off your phones too. That would be a good idea, me included. Does anyone have any changes or modifications to the minutes? Anita?
Yes, in the delegates present, it shows Michelle Walter for District 18, but I also was present. I arrived late, and
Testing.
that just needs to be added.
It's not.
Thank you, Anita. Anyone else? Barbara?
Under announcements from the Board of Directors, it says HOA insurance coverage is being review to increase coverage at fair rates. I thought the discussion was about insurance for homeowners. Wasn't it?
No, it was, I believe, the problem that the association has. The budget is quite a bit under what they're being quoted, so they're going out to seek new proposals for insuring the HOA. Am I correct in that, Jason? That is correct. Thank you.
Okay. I misunderstood when they were talking about it.
You might want to strike the word increase. We're not really trying to increase
Well, and-
protection, are we?
And
Well, actually, yeah, increased protection, yes.
Okay.
And the word review should be reviewed. And then at the end, it says the next regularly scheduled district delegate assembly meeting is September 4th. And since these were the minutes for July, it should be August 7th.
That's correct. Anyone else with changes or modifications? Kathy,
Yes, there's a typo.
microphone, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Is it on? Okay. Is it on? Okay. On page 2, under announcements delegates, bullet 3, there's a typo. It should say EPAT can provide a list of items, not of list of items. It just, of should be A.
Okay.
That's all.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Oh, I believe there's an error on the pitch and putt. It's pitch and put.
Where is that?
Under announcements, delegate.
Yeah, we need a T. Put becomes putt with a T, so we'll put a T in. Is that good? 2 T's, yeah. We'll put in one more T. That gives us putt. Anyone else? Then we need a motion to adopt with modifications as specified. It is moved. We have a second from B, and all in favor, raise your hand. No in opposition. It is passed unanimously. Okay, I'm going to ask, I didn't put it on here, are there anyone that wants to modify in any way today's agenda as it's written? If you want to do it, now's the time to do it. Anything you want to add or bring to it? No? Okay, we'll move on to the chair report. The resident survey progress is that all of the newsletter deliveries included the survey from the master board. Currently, they will be filled out and returned to the delegates at their place of residence. The delegates will then tabulate them and send them to Dave Miller to complete a summary analysis of all the numbers by September 4th, but the delegates will retain the actual surveys because Michelle Walter wants them for the marketing committee, specifically for the comments. There's a workshop scheduled on the 21st of this month. This one's going to be in the multipurpose room at the main clubhouse. We also have received a couple of resignations. Unfortunately, Loretta Kuzar from District 2 has resigned. This leaves District 2 without a delegate or an alternate delegate, so if anybody's listening out there in District 2, there's opportunity. I will say that Priscilla Jaskar, who has lived there for many years, has performed the role as a delegate previously, has been super helpful, I'm sure, to Loretta when Loretta was doing the job, but just in talking to her, she's kind of being the delegate de facto, even though she's not wearing the title. So I really, really appreciate her help. They also received a resignation from Saucy Hyatt in District 11, and that leaves just the alternate of Lori Walter there. Well, that's yes. She's not just, but we only have one half of the equation.
Oh.
Yes. What did I say? Oh, sorry. No, it is Lori Hazelton. Which off to a good start. Absolutely. CCL has established a new website, a dining website for Sun Lakes. It's currently linked at the sunlakescc.com site. If you go there and you click on the dining tab, it will actually take you to a completely new website that they have built and put up on the web. To my knowledge, it's not currently available through the mobile app. It's good now? Okay, you can get to it through the mobile app as well. That's great. A week or so ago, the delegates and alternates all took an evening to do a nice potluck dinner with everybody that wanted to come, and I thought it was actually quite a lovely night. Everybody seemed to enjoy doing that. And in case you guys haven't seen it, it's right in front of you. I put a 2026 schedule of all the delegate meetings for that year, and I also put an updated delegate roster in front of you. That includes the changes from District 2 and District 11. And that's it from me. For standing speakers, I believe Janice Rice is standing in for the EPAP, taking the place of Candace Jenkins, who normally speaks.
That was too quick. Good afternoon, I'm Janice Rice, District 13, but also EPAP, Public Information Officer. In front of all y'all is this wonderful tied gift of maps. These maps are the zones for evacuation. During our last fire, we were given a level 2 warning of evacuation, and along with that were all these letters, BAN, B-A-N, with numbers that corresponded with each one of them. And it threw quite a few people off. So if you are familiar with Genesis, Watch Duty, and CAL FIRE, these are the letters and numbers they use to indicate what areas are being evacuated. So if you look on your map, now I will tell you the D13 in purple is wrong, but you go up above it. D13 fits into that yellow, which you guys don't care because that's my district, but I'm just clarifying it. So when you look at this, the colors coordinate with the number down below, and it says Genesis zones. So if you're in District 5, you're going to be BAN, B-A-N, banning, 0523. This is something that each and every one of your residents should know, because this is going to help clarify any mix-up when people say, oh, we're being evacuated. Well, where are you? What group are you in? Something else that needs to be clarified is the levels of evacuation. What CAL FIRE uses, Watch Duty and Genesis uses level 1, which just means you better, there's a fire, beware. Level 2 is ready, set. which we all should be ready to go anyway. That's what preparedness is all about. And level 3 is go, get out. So these are all really important. Now I want to share because this makes a really big difference. I didn't get these to you guys in time for them to be in your newsletter. I apologize to you for that. The shuffle wasn't there and I should have done it. But Courtney from Lifestyles Magazine is putting it in there, and she is taking out where it says district map at the top, it's going to say evacuation map. So hopefully that will clarify for a lot of people what this map is, and then if we get together, so this takes me to the next portion of what I'm going to talk about is starting very soon, we are going to be, and I didn't bring my paper in front of you also, I handed them out, our dates. We're going to start training for our wonderful shakeout drill. And it is for every resident. We really encourage, like heck we encourage the zone captains to come, the EPAP coordinators to come, the delegates, anybody that's connected to the main part of the district and EPAP to attend. And you only have to come once, but we're giving you a whole lot of opportunities to come. There are going to be more of these sheets available, so I have a few. So make sure that you let your zone captains know that we're going to be training, getting everybody ready for the shakeout drill. And last but not least, we invite everyone to attend our EPAP 101, which is next Thursday, the 14th at 2 p.m. in the multipurpose room, and our speakers are going to be Brian O'Grady and Tracy Lochner. They are going to talk about the radios. We have a radio unit here that will be so helpful in the event of an actual heavy-duty emergency. And then Linda Myers-Kalb is going to be talking about treating burn victims during an emergency as well. So we hope you will all come to that. Are there any questions regarding the map? Yes, Linda.
Is it on? Is it on?
Yeah.
This is just an observation, but I noticed, like, for example, my district, which is green, it's 0648. And isn't that the extension of the zip code?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't know. I can't say yes, but that doesn't correlate with the rest of the map either. That's just how they've divided the districts, the zones for evacuation. Yeah, Jane.
Janice, could you repeat the date and time for the radio training? And
Oh,
the burn?
it is next Thursday, the 14th of August, 2 p.m. in the multipurpose room right here in the main clubhouse.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And if anybody needs more maps, I can get some. Once again, we work with a great community because Lithopath did me a huge favor by printing these out at a lowered cost. And so they are great to work with. So remember that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Janice. Next on the agenda, we normally have a standing report from Michelle Walter, who speaks on community awareness and also on the Welcome Home program. Michelle has taken a vacation, and that's much deserved. She's very hardworking. She and Bob, I believe, are in Florida for the time being. She was going to send me a statement to read and then called me and said, oh, what the heck, I'm not going to do that. So she said, please pass along our best wishes to everyone, and we'll see you when we get back. Next on the agenda would be speaking Rachel Salcido from the CCL Food and Beverage Management Team.
Good afternoon, delegates. Thank you for having me today. And thank you for sharing the website update. We are very excited and hope everybody has the opportunity to get on the website and see all the great promotions and events that we have coming up. I just did want to highlight the big event we have coming is September 3rd. Chef Jet Tila will be here in the ballroom. We're going to have 2 general sessions. I believe everybody has the flyer, and we got all of that information to you for your newsletters. So thank you for those of you that reached out. Limited seating for both general admission and the VIP events, so I do encourage people to purchase those tickets early. You can buy them in the Sand Wedge. And long-awaited gift cards are now available. It's also updated on the website. We'll be sending out additional communication next week regarding the gift cards, but feel free to come into any of the open dining venues and you can purchase those gift cards in any amount that you would like, and they don't expire. So please give those out as gifts and thank yous, or use them for yourself if you'd like. And as we mentioned, the website is now compatible with the Sun Lakes app, so if you're on your phone, you can see that there. And we're also continuing our campaign on our email distribution list. This will be different than the email blast that comes out from Sun Lakes as a community that we partner with First Service right now. We would like to have a dedicated food and beverage distribution list, so lots of you signed up at the welcome event, and we've been adding you to that distribution list. We're gonna send the first email next week, and it's gonna run concurrently with the current email blast system until we feel like we have a big enough database that we're reaching enough people. You'll see on the website and in lots of places you can sign up for the email list, so please encourage your district households to participate, to be able to get that information. And our goal is to make a regular scheduled cadence of when that dining newsletter or dining email is going to come. And so you know that on whatever designated day at around that time, you're going to get that email from food and beverage and be able to see all the upcoming events for that week and beyond. And lastly, we did have some really good success with Italian night the last couple of months, but I think everybody's tired of Italian now. So we are moving on to prime rib every Thursday in the restaurant, and we'll see how that goes and if we continue for September, or we would love to have your feedback on a different specialty menu for the restaurant. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Rachel? Okay, then we'll move on. And from the Recreation Department, I believe Jason Ewalls will fill us in on what's good.
Thank you, Cal. Good afternoon, everyone. We've got a little bit of some events coming up here in the next couple months. Right soon coming up, we have Activities Day, and we have our casino night. So Activities Day is going to be September 20th. That'll be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be held in the ballroom here. You guys, that's a great way for if you guys are on committees or any of your clubs to have a table here in the ballroom and get to know some new members and try to recruit them. If you would like a table, please make sure you stop by the Recreation Department and see Linda or Chelsea. September 5th, Casino Night. I know over the years a lot of people have asked for this, and so it's coming back again. I think we haven't done one since I was in Recreation, so it's been some time. But Casino Night's going to be a great event. It's on the 5th. It will take place from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. The doors will open at 4:30, and we will have cocktail service starting at that time. The tickets are on sale, $60 a piece, and with that you get, the games will be 2 craps tables, 2 roulette tables, 2 poker tables. You'll get gaming and the gaming chips. Delaney and James will be the entertainment, and there will also be hors d'oeuvres served. Remember that limited to 120 tickets, so first come, first serve. And again, we expect that to sell out, so you guys make sure you get your tickets quickly. Coming up again, we have another comedy night in November, so that'll be coming out here shortly. You'll start seeing signups for that. We also have, I think, October 10th, we will have a CCR tribute concert. So Creedence Clearwater, John Fogerty will not be here, sorry guys, but someone else will be in his stead. But we will have a CCR tribute band here October 10th. Should be a great concert, so make sure you guys get tickets to that. I believe those will be going on sale shortly, if not already. So, and again, I believe that'll be $15 for that concert. Fall garage sales, those will be coming up first 3 weekends in October. The shredding event will happen around October as well. And then once we get into the holiday seasons, you guys remember we have a lot of events. We got our doggy parade, we got our Halloween decorating contest for your homes. So just like the Christmas one, the rec committee has decided to do a Halloween one as well. So you'll be getting some more information about that. We're going to give you at the September delegates meeting, I'll give you all the information. That way you can sign up. Decorating will start October 1st per the rules and regulations. But then I believe the 23rd or that end of that week they're going to do the judging so they can announce it at the doggy parade on the 25th of October. So some great things coming up, you guys. And then eventually in October, you guys, our blood drive. So we usually try to do 2 to 3 blood drives a year. Our last one of the year will be in October. So again, we thank you guys for that. We have always been a very big donor to the blood bank, and they've always been very appreciative of it. Any questions you guys have? Oh, okay. All right. Yes, sir, Cal.
Carly was first.
Hi, Carly, District 14. Yes, where can we buy our casino night tickets?
You can probably buy them with Chelsea, or you can buy them with Linda. Just at the front desk.
Okay, Chelsea. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My question also involves casino night. Often when I've participated in one of those before, you're not really, no money's on the table, but at the end of the night, whoever has actually increased their stack the most sometimes has a award or prize. Is that also the case?
We will, yes. We will be having some door prizes. Linda's working together, put some baskets together for few of them, a few different raffles. I think 6 or so is what she has planned to give out through that night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is not casino night. It's about the garage sales.
Yes, ma'am.
Do we know yet what districts will be on which weekend? I have one of my residents asking.
What I can tell you is if you were on the first weekend in May, you're going to be to the second weekend. If you're on the second, you'll move to the third. If you're on the third, you'll move to the first.
Thank you.
I just don't have all the districts in my head, Kate, but that's how it would be. So first will move to second, second move to third, third will move to first.
Great, thank you.
Okay. And next we have announcements coming from the Board of Directors.
Good afternoon, delegates. The Master Board message for the month of August, the Sun Lakes Country Club Master Board announces a change in its roles and leadership. On 7/29/25, Mr. Don Day resigned as president of the board. I was elected president. Bob Walters was elected the new vice president, and Gary and Sandra will stay in their respective positions. Don Day is still on the board as a board member. In July, the board designed a new layout for the opening session meetings, not utilizing the stage any longer, and was seated on the ballroom floor that wanted to make a statement for a stronger together as one. This was accepted by many residents, and it was very favorable of the change. We got a lot of great feedback from that. I took your lead as a district delegate community to do that, and it seemed to work out well, so we're going to continue with that. We continue to sell bricks for the clock project. On July 30th, 2025, we ordered the clock and paid for it in full, so thank you to the residents and the district delegates for all your hard work. There's a 15-week production time to get the clock made. They're handmade. They're one of a kind. Our first order of bricks will be done this afternoon when this meeting's over. So we're excited about that. We're still selling bricks, and we are 100% on schedule, working with the management team to December 17th to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. So that's moving forward and doing well. The board had approved the dog park, and the project is currently underway. Pet registration and a soft opening is scheduled for September 2nd, and we will open on September 2nd. The following week, we will have a ribbon cutting ceremony, and more to follow for information on when registration documents. We'll get those out in advance of the September 2nd registration day. The board is happy to finally get this resolved after 17 years of discussion. So everybody that was involved, thank you so much. We are officially in insurance renewal and budget season. We are currently working with 3 brokerage houses, 3 of the largest in the country for HOAs, to get better quotes for next year and to get them sooner than later, to get them before the budget. Last year, I believe the board was caught a little off guard. The budget was approved in October, and then the new renewals came in December, and they were $150,000 higher. So we're trying to get in front of it instead of being behind it this year, get those quotes prior to so that we can inject them into the budget so that we start off on a better foot for 2026. We have approved, the board had approved, and we have sent out an RFP for the Cheers Bar. We had long discussions in this meeting last month about it. Let me just be very clear. Just want to say it one time. We sent out some RFPs. They're available for you to see on the website, on the front page. They are just an RFP. We were just going to see what the water will hold. We want to see what the water, what the temperature is out there. So more to follow on that. We announced in the master open board meeting last month that all major contracts moving forward, RFPs will go out for them. So with regards to all of our large contracts, it's time for the board to send out RFPs and see what kind of services are available for our residents and at what pricing. A team has been created. RFPs are being designed and written. Our first draft for an HOA RFP will go before the board next week in closed session. And we hope to have a clear resolution to have something to announce on the 27th at the open meeting on a date that we'll be sending that out. The board continues to review food and beverage services bi-monthly with CCL. CCL's put together some great programs that you're going to see moving forward. Next month in the magazine, we have a football program that they have created with a whole schedule of events. So look forward to more when that comes out. Football season is around the corner, and they're going to provide some services and products that I think the residents are going to be very happy about. The resident survey is either gone out or is going out due to the hard work of all the district delegates. Please remind your friends and neighbors when you get this survey to fill it out and get it back to your district delegate. It's really, really important that we get these back in and we get them back in efficiently and quickly. I've already seen some feedback on some of them, and I think that this is really going to be good for the board to understand who lives here and on how we can serve them better. Any questions for me?
Dolores?
Are you on? Okay. Dolores Doherty, District 4. Joe, since that message from the board was not made available to delegates have already done their newsletters, can we get a copy of it?
Absolutely. We did send it out the day before, the last day of July, to Litho and...
We have, myself and Ann Hofert found out that the LithoPass did not have those yet. So they were not included.
I'm
with
I may
sorry,
have failed to send it to everyone. It actually came in after my newsletter went too, so it kind of goes to the back shelf in my mind. But yes, I'll send that out to everyone in electronic format.
Okay,
Thank you, Cal.
Linda?
I have a couple of points here. At the helicopter ball drop, I believe July 4th, there were Charity Week.
Charity Week.
Sorry. There were supposed to be 5 winners at $250 apiece, and it is my understanding that only 3 were delivered. And I believe Sandra was going to follow up and let us know what happened to the other 2. If they were not delivered to the winners, what happened to the money? And I'd like a report on that one. My other question is, when you sent out RFPs for the Cheers Bar, were they only sent to real estate offices?
Yes.
And when are you going to have a town hall? Because there is a great deal of rumbling in the community about why are we having a real estate office. And there are other ideas, and residents would like an opportunity to express those ideas. The fact that you only sent the RFPs out to real estate offices is a little bit disconcerting. My other thing is that it was also brought to your attention that the doors going in from the lounge to the restaurant are so incompatible for anyone who has a walker or a wheelchair, and I was wondering if there was any kind of follow-up. Were you going to do something about that or not?
So to answer your question, first off, about the ball drop, this is the first time hearing about it, but I'll get a report to you as soon as I can. I'll research it and get back to you. On the second one, last month in the open board meeting, we did announce we're going to have a town hall. We'll announce it at this month's open board meeting when that day, date, and time will be.
Why
And
did you just send RFPs out to real estate offices?
that's what we decided to do, ma'am. Number 3, you asked about the doors leading into the restaurant, and we had a interior designer with CCL come out last month and look at the ergonomics of the furniture and some of the ergonomics of the bar and the way it's set up behind the back bar, and he addressed the doors leading into the kitchen and the doors leading into the dining hall. And had a meeting this morning about it, and we're waiting for his report on how we correct that. So it has been addressed, and we're working on it in current projects.
Not a dining hall.
I'm sorry, the dining room.
It's a restaurant.
Well, thank you. The restaurant then. Next question.
I don't.
Ann?
Ann Hofer, District 12. Is something going to be done in the atrium little area there for blinds to be put in because of the sun? And any time that you're in there after a certain time when the sun is going down, it's very blinding if you're having a meal in there or you're just sitting in the lounge. Is something going to be done with that?
I know that it was addressed when the interior designer was here about doing sound curtains there, and he felt that that wasn't the way to go, but he did acknowledge that the sun was coming in, and it's going to be in the report. Yes, ma'am. So he did look at that.
Well, either that or clean the windows, one or the other.
Both would be good.
Also, your letter to management, it didn't get into my district newsletter.
Okay.
And so we like to get our newsletters out around the 1st. So if we don't have them, nobody's going to get them. And if Cal sends it via electronic to us, it's not going to get out, only what you've sent to Cal.
Totally understand.
Can we, usually we were to get that after the board meeting, the week after. So
May I
just as,
interrupt? It was attached to every newsletter printed.
I didn't get, Cal, I don't have it. I have mine here.
On the 1st. So if you sent it in prior to the 1st, it would not have been connected.
You know, when you have surveys, not to be changing things, but when you have surveys and you have deadlines and you want these done, we have to wait for a message to management. So that puts our survey distribution later. So I think that maybe keep in mind when you're planning to do that, that if you want us to do 2 chores, which one are you going to take precedent?
Both of them are equally important. I apologize that it didn't get to you in a timely fashion, and it won't happen again.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Jamie?
I have 3 questions. Maybe this was disclosed and I missed it, but do we have a cost for the clock and a cost for the dog park? And number 3 is, I am a realtor, and yesterday at our office meeting, Coldwell Banker, my manager held up the letter, the RFP that she received, and she was pretty excited about it. I haven't seen it online, but what she said was in the letter they had to return it by the 23rd of August, I believe, and basically say what they wanted to pay for the space, and that a decision would be made by September 1st.
That's correct.
So it's not for sure yet that you're going to go with the real estate office,
I never said that.
but it kind of insinuates that in the letter that we received, so I could tell my manager that we may not even get a space even if we bid on it, because it might not turn out to that.
We sent out a request for proposal to see what the market would bear for that site. Our intentions are to make more money for the HOA. That's all I can say at this time. There's no confusion. The RFP's out if you want to read it. It's on our website, and it's open. You don't have to log into our website to see it.
Any more questions?
Well,
for-
I have 2 more answers
Oh,
for
sure.
that young
Sorry.
lady. The cost of the dog park was estimated at $18,900 in the power presentation that I did when I announced it. The cost, I'm sorry, that was the clock tower, I apologize. The cost of the dog park was approved at $22,000 and change.
Okay. If there are no more questions for the board, we'll...
B has a question.
B, I'm sorry.
I hope we have pedigree dogs coming to that park. Okay, I have, so the RFPs are due August 27th, 23rd,
I believe it's the 23rd, yes.
and the board will have a decision sometime in September?
We will review it on the 27th in the executive session.
So that is when you make your decision regarding the HOA contract with the...
Are you talking about the real estate, or are you talking about management contract?
Oh, so
It's two
there's
different-
two
two di-
announcements on the September 27th. Your big announcement that you talked about was regarding the HOA,
Correct.
and that is regarding,
We will have a final document to send out for bid.
on the real estate or on the,
That's already out to bid. Yeah, that's already, let me clarify it for you. So I understand what you're asking, and I'll try to answer as best I can. We have currently an RFP that was approved and has been sent out to real estate offices with regards to the Cheers Bar. That's already in motion, okay? As far as an HOA management RFP, we are currently writing it, going through it, fine-tuning it, and then on the 27th, we'll announce if we're ready to go or not. Does that help?
yes.
Okay.
So the management RFP, is that, is that to say that we may be looking for a new management corporation?
That means to say we're going to send out to HOA management companies to make sure that Sun Lakes residents are getting the best services possible at the best prices possible.
In other words, yes. So, the other one is on the town hall. Are we still going to look at a date for the town hall before a decision is made regarding the real estate office?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, next we're going to, I think, pop back over there to Jason. He's going to give us some announcement from admin.
Really, Joe kind of said it. We really just, admin's working hand in hand with the board on all the projects that Joe just kind of went through. So there's a lot going on. Budget season is the big one coming up right now. One other thing that I guess kind of what I noticed today in a committee meeting when I was going through some announcements that I guess got overlooked or underheard at the last open session, and that was that the board approved to replace all the street signs in the community. So I heard that nobody was really aware of that. But over the next 9 months, you guys, it's going to be a 9-month process, but all the street signs in Sun Lakes will be replaced. Okay? So you guys are aware of that. Like I said, other than that, you guys really said admin's just working on a lot of projects with the board. So if there's any questions I can answer, that's really be my update.
Does anyone have questions for Jason? Jim?
Good afternoon, Jim Nickel, District 3. The last meeting I asked about the schedule, the 5-year project and repaving our driveways and parking areas. Do we have a schedule yet, and which districts will be started?
So the board just received back
Thank
the
you.
new 5-year plan. They will be reviewing at their next upcoming board meeting the costs over the next 5 years for each one, so that way they can approve the work to be done. What's slated to be done this summer, later on, or fall, late summer, early fall, would be the overlay of the parking lots in the subs, as well as some other street work like Palmer. As you guys know, there's a huge dip down at the end of Palmer, if you guys come down that. So there are some street works that'll be done this year. You're looking probably into the September area, October, when the weather cools down just a tad bit. So yes, Jim, those are still slated to be done this year.
I'm sorry?
When the schedule's obtained, will it be posted on the Sun Lakes website?
100%, yes.
Thank you very much. Barbara?
I have a question about the fire hydrant repainting. I was wondering if you contracted with an elementary school or what, because they look terrible.
We would have to check with the city on that, Barbara.
The city did it?
It's the cities.
Oh, okay, then that explains it. The other question is the yard cleanups of these vacant homes. Before, they were just cleaning out weeds and things like that. Now they're just completely denuding the whole properties, even things that were green and growing.
Yeah, because things are green and growing now, you guys, there's no water to those properties.
I know, but
So they're going to die.
they've been, the roses were growing for the last 2 or 3 years.
They are going to die, and instead of having to keep spending money, good money after bad, because we're not getting any return off of those properties. They're just spending money to make it look somewhat decent and not have rodents everywhere and everything else. They are going in there and cleaning out. You guys are cleaning out the backyards, cleaning out the front yards, so that way residents aren't complaining about rodent issues, aren't complaining about dead weeds, aren't complaining about dead plants. That's all we hear every day. So that is what the board has decided to do with those homes that are foreclosed upon is let's just go in there, clean them up, make sure they are down to the bone. That way there's, no rodent infestations or anything going on. That's kind of the main thing behind it, Barbara.
Okay, thanks.
Dolores?
Thank you for clarifying that, Jason. I do have residents that are asking, why doesn't Sun Lakes either sell these houses, and I know we've asked before, but can you give some more clarification, either sell them or rent them out?
Okay, you guys, when we foreclose on these homes, we foreclose on the second, not the first. The bank still owns the first. We cannot sell the property. We foreclosed on whatever is due to the association. Okay? There's still one I know that we just are dealing with right now where we foreclosed on $14,000. It's going to sell for $501,000 because that's what's due on it. The association does not own that property. We did not pay a $500,000 for that property, so we cannot sell, we cannot rent, we cannot do any of that. I know we talked about renting in the past, and you guys, it's just, again, throwing your guys' money after something that's not going to make up for it. So why would the association want to rent out a property, put $30,000 into it to get it rentable, for HUD to come in the next day and say, you know what, we're foreclosing on this property now, we're going to take it over. It makes no sense, guys. Once the board really dug into it, they said, let's not throw good money after bad.
That's right.
That's why the board has said, let's do the minimal that we can just to make it look presentable, to stop rodents from bothering the neighbors. And so that's what they have done by going in and saying, let's just clear out all the debris that's back there and in the front. So that's, Dolores, that's kind of what's at. I know people, you go to the county and it says Sun Lakes own it, but we don't. The bank still owns it, or HUD still owns it. We have just foreclosed upon the second on the property. Yes,
Jason.
Carly?
Thank you, Jason.
Okay. Well, then, can you go onto the homes and take off the sign where it says Sun Lakes owns it?
It just says managed. They got replaced. It does not say owned, it just says managed.
No.
It should, Carly, because Chris just went around 2 weeks ago and replaced them.
Okay, I'll check. Because,
Yes, please do, because it
yeah,
should just say managed on it now.
because I took a picture of it to show them again, and it says that we own it.
Okay, yeah, show me that one, please. Yeah, because I know we went around and we changed it, we laminated and put it just managed by.
Okay, and also, the same house does have rodents still. So I will give you the address.
Yes, please do. But yeah, we are. I know there's some that we had really bad rodent issues that we were going in and cleaning. The backyards were a mess.
Yeah, this is inside the house. You can see it, all the rodent droppings. And,
Yep, send it to me, please.
Okay, thank you.
Ann?
At the last master board meeting, I think it was mentioned about corner houses that have large bushes.
Yes.
Is that something that will be sent to the owners of the properties?
So what that is, guys, that is a rule change. So when the board talked about it, what they did, Ann, is they approved it to go out to a reading for the community. You will see in your September lifestyles, there will be a page in there that says rule change. There will also be copies here, and Hernan also placed it on the website under the rules and regulations. It'll be proposed rule change. And what that does is for those corner lots that may have high bushes that are obstructing the view or traffic as you come up to the corner, those will be restricted to a certain height. So that's what the rule change will do. Now, it's not in place yet. The board has to, as I said, it'll come back to the September 27th meeting. And then at that time, if it's approved, it'll go into effect 15 days later. But the community will be made aware of that change, because anybody out of compliance with that will have time to come into compliance.
Okay, then I have a second question to that. The overgrown trees that have been growing since day one, the big trees. Some of them are in backyards that were planted there. They're overgrown, that are encroaching. I know that's an issue with another department, but I've had a lot of questions about those old trees. When I moved in, I removed 2 old trees myself. So the resident feels that they're not responsible to move those trees because they didn't plant them.
Are they in their property?
It's on their property. But you've got roots that are bringing up their fences, and then it's
You're right.
costing money for people who didn't do it, and
Well,
they just kind of.
When you buy a house, you inherit all the problems of the house. So, I mean, they bought that property, they bought the trees that were on that property, and all the problems that cut along with it. Now, and they can reach out to the office, and we will help what we can, but honestly, if it's a tree on their property and it's damaging that fence there, they're going to be responsible for it.
Okay, getting back to your empty houses. Is there a set schedule, or are you still waiting for us to complain?
It's sometimes always catch up. But I do know that the 15 homes that this was done to, they should be finishing up with them. They will, hopefully it's not every month, but there will be at some point in time where they're going to have to go, and obviously weeds will grow back up. So they will be on a schedule. Again, what we have to do is we have to bring it in front of the board and say, all right, board, weeds are growing again. You guys good with us cleaning it back up? And so that'll take place.
Thank you.
Yes, Linda.
Linda.
Thank you. Linda Spalding, District 17. With the new rule about the height of the corners, so on Northwood and Brooklawn, that home is going back to the bank, and that corner has the the bush that's about 6 feet high, so who will cut that back? Because it is a hazard.
I was, and I will tell you this, that rule changes, Linda, and it gets foreclosed upon. It'll probably be the association that'll go in there and cut that down. But we will see, make sure the rule gets passed first.
Jamie?
Jason, I had a question on the foreclosed homes and us being in second position. How often are we even getting payment if we're in second position? Because
Not too often.
So
maybe out of this 15 that we have right now, we may be lucky to get 1.
And then how much does it cost us for those filing fees and all of that to file the liens if we're not getting any money? What are we paying out for that?
It depends. It varies. It could be anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000, depending.
So is it even worth filing the liens if we're in second position?
Well, liens you want to. Liens you're going to want to.
money?
It's the foreclosure that you come down. It's really, the liens aren't very expensive. All liens are $125 or so. But it comes down when you go into the foreclosure process is when the fees really start piling up. So it's up to the board on that and the board always has the option not to, but the board likes to, a lot of times, secure that property. If they don't foreclose on that, who knows that we have no right to that property at all. And then that property can just go into shambles. We wouldn't have a right to it. At least us foreclosing on the second, we can say we foreclose on the second, we can go in and manage that property as far as the landscaping goes. By law, we can't even go on the property as it is now. We should not be going and taking care of it. That's why we always tell you guys, we get that all the time. Well, my neighbor, what if we go over there and cut the lawn? You say, we're not going to go call the cops on you, but I'll tell you, it's against the law. That's the issue that we face. Again, with these foreclosed homes, what do? Do you want to not foreclose on them? You can. It's up to the board to do that. They have the option to do that or not. It does cost money, but you either spend that money to make sure that you can keep that property, take care of that property, or at least keep an eye on it, or you just let it go. That's the choice you have. And you have a chance of, if you don't foreclose on it, is there money there? Maybe. If you do foreclose on it, it's a crapshoot. You don't know. A lot of these are reverse mortgages. 90% of them are reverse mortgages. And you're hoping that HUD comes in and takes care of it, and then they eventually sell for more than what HUD's owed. But let's say 9 out of 10 times that doesn't happen.
Right, I understand that. My question was, is it really
Well, that's
financially
not to
feasible
me to say.
for
Like I
us
said,
to
we
be
bring it to
doing
the
that?
board, and the board looks at the pros and cons and decides yes or no. I do know, like the sub associations, I know that we don't really do a lot of foreclosures because there is a lot of expense to it. And we would be third in line, and there's 99.999% of chance we're not getting any of that money. So, but at least here with Sun Lakes, there is some chance. We have gotten some money back on some properties. It's just not a 50-50 chance. It's more of a 20-80.
More questions? B?
I keep forgetting this part. B. Mercado, District 15. Is it okay to ask a question of the board again, the master board?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, are you ready? You ready, Joe?
You go, B, you go.
Okay, only because I know this is going to come up, maybe not just from me, but from constituents and other district personnel. It's regarding the Cheers Real Estate Office. The purpose of bringing somebody in, an outside business in, is to create added income to our establishment. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So if we already have something listed under real estate that brings us a portion of home sales and adds to our income there, is it that that is not enough to support future endeavors into maintaining our Sun Lakes? Is that why we're adding to it?
I don't understand your question.
If we have replenishment funds,
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. You're talking about the reserve replenishment fund?
correct,
Okay, now I understand.
right. So we have reserve replenishment, and now we're going to be getting into additional income from home sales. So then how is that money going to be earmarked?
So that money will go to the bottom line of our operating expense. So we're looking for ways to create more revenue to keep our HOA fees down as a community.
But we're also going deeper into the hole because we have to replenish costs for maintenance that we have neglected for many years so far. We haven't maintained maintenance of our buildings and streets and signs. We've neglected to do that prior to your coming on board.
Okay. I
So-
think where we live is beautiful, B.
I understand that, but you also look at street signs and roads.
We just approved 100% all new street signs to be done. 100%, all brand new. It just happened.
We understand that. We voted, no, we didn't vote.
No, the master board did.
We didn't vote. Okay, so I'm just trying to get at a bottom line here because the town hall is going to be coming up probably September
I don't know the date. We're going to announce it on the 27th of this month.
of this month.
We're going to announce the date of the town hall on the 27th. Yes, ma'am.
Well, then it's going to be the end of August, so you are going to have it probably in September.
I don't know that.
Will you have the final decisions from the RFPs that you have sent out, that you've come together to talk about as a board and make a decision whether or not you're going to go through with it?
You're trying to put words in my mouth that don't exist.
No, I'm asking a question.
Well, I'm giving you an answer. You just don't like it, okay? On the 27th, we're going to announce the date of the town hall meeting. And at that time, it's an imperative, it's important that the community has public comment on this issue.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're doing it.
So no decision will be made prior to town hall.
I don't know that.
So if the town hall if the majority of the town hall is not in favor of a real estate office in our main building, will the board see it our way, or will you go ahead with the money that is held out in front of you?
The board serves the community. We're going to go your way.
Can we have that in writing?
I signed on the dotted line when I became a board member, so
promissory
you already
note,
have it
that's
in
all.
writing.
I want your name on it.
My name is on the contract I signed.
All right, great.
We're going to make this as fair and equitable for everybody, okay? Everything's up front. I've answered all these questions for the last 2 months about this. I didn't write it. I have nothing to do with it, other than I'm a board member and I'm going along with what the board wants to do, and that's to look at RFPs. And that's what we've sent out, to look at what the market will bear.
Okay, that last statement you made says a lot. we didn't elect you to go along with the board. We elected you to fight for us, to do what's right by us.
That's what I do every day, ma'am, to the best of my ability, every day.
But making a statement means a lot also. And I'm sorry, I'm always on your case, it seems like, because you're the.
I don't feel
show
that
up.
you are at all. You have every right to ask me whatever you want. You're a resident here.
That's right, I shouldn't apologize. I take that back. And thank you very much for being upfront. I still have questions, and I think others will be bringing more to the table as well.
Oh, I'm sure they will, yeah. And I look forward to it. Yeah.
Be ready, all right, thank you.
Mike?
Yes, going along those lines that Bee's done, and appreciate her back up to me last week. Anyway, so I've talked to several brokers, and they seem to be all for it. I mean, I was astonished, but you know, they've changed my mind about it. I think they'll be that way until they aren't picked. You know what I mean? I think then we'll have some great discussions from them. However, the information I got is, I don't know if it's accurate or not, and I'm not going to name the people I talked to. They're talking 10% of their commission, and as a minimum opportunity. I don't know if the RFP is published openly to everyone. Is it on? We could
It's on the
find it?
website. You don't have to log into the website. It's on the front page of the website. And
Oh, okay.
There are no parameters in it other than you tell me what you want to pay. That's what it says.
Oh, okay. So okay. The cost or anything like that. What's your estimate on the annual take of that? Do you have one?
I do not.
Okay.
I can tell you what comparable communities are receiving in the $200,000 range.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you.
Yes, B.
Lori?
Your
Oh,
expectation.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Cal.
Lori, you're
I
Sorry.
apologize, Cal.
Lori?
What are your comparable communities that you're basing that opinion on?
We spoke with 3 different communities. I don't have them in front of me, but I can get back to you with those.
I'd like you to. Thank you.
Sure.
B?
I recall that someone mentioned La Quinta was where they went to do their research. That is very different from our, from our demographics here in Banning and Beaumont.
Uh-huh.
So I would not expect a $200,000 revenue.
I just told you what the other places were getting. We don't have any expectations at this time. We'll see what the market will bear.
I bet somebody on the board does have expectations. That's where they keep coming from. 200,000 possible, but it's not realistic. But we'll
I
wait for the
respect your
town
opinion.
hall. We'll wait for the town hall.
Jess?
Yeah, this is Jess Ocampo, District 6. Joe, the way I understand it, the board won't be making any decision after the town hall meeting, right?
That's
So
how
at
I
this
understand
point-
it. Yes, Jess.
Yes. Then, by then, the residents would know exactly what to expect.
Right, because we don't know what to expect yet. We haven't
Yes.
received them back, correct.
Okay, great. So most probably a decision may not even be made by October.
I don't know how it could be. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any back yet. So until we
Okay.
get them back and we sit and we open them up and we discuss them and then bring it to you in a town hall, I don't know the dates.
Okay, great.
It's too
Thank
hard.
you.
It's too hard to guess.
You
Yeah.
answered, yeah. So we don't have to discuss it further.
Any other questions? Linda?
Linda Vieira, District 9, I really appreciate the efforts that this board is making to make changes that will benefit the community. However, in this case, I am so opposed to this real estate office for so many different reasons. We have independent realtors within our community. we have, I wish you had, if you're going to send out RFPs, that you would have sent them out to other retail establishments, to give other retail establishments an opportunity to weigh in. And it feels like if somebody is going to wave a check for $200,000 in front of you, that the board is going to say, hey, we'll go with that because we want to keep the costs down, no matter how the community feels about it. And it feels that you should have had a town hall first before you sent out any RFPs to anybody. And the fact that you sent them out just to real estate has me personally and many, many, many other people in the community on edge. But I appreciate your efforts, and I hope that you will consider this discussion because there are many people who are opposed to the real estate office.
Thank you, Linda. I'll address that if I may, Cal. I'll be brief. I know we're going long. The town hall meetings are designed for the community to speak their piece and tell what the residents want. And we are going to do that, okay? We don't know what we don't know. It's like the survey. We don't know what we don't know. So let's find out what we have. We'll present it to the community, and then we'll make an intelligent decision what's best for the resident. And I think that's a healthy way to look at anything we do here. We can do anything we want to do if we just decide to do it together. So let's just see what let's see what we'll get. We may not get anything. I don't know. So let's just see where we're at, and then we'll sit and talk about it publicly, and we'll go from there. But I appreciate your comments, and thank you for recognizing that we work as hard as the district delegates do, at least.
Thank you, Joe. Let's wrap up this section of discussion. We'll move now to announcements from the district delegates. We're going to start with Barbara.
Barbara Elness, District 1. This month is our Fill the Cupboard for the Banning Senior Center. So if any of my residents are listening, please make sure you get your donations ready. I also wanted to mention this list that you passed out of the delegates and alternate delegates. I had mentioned that Mary Langley, my alternate delegate, her email is incorrect and it didn't get corrected. So I just wanted to, if anyone wants to change their list, her email is MAIL, the letter, or the number 4, MRY@gmail.com. And that's all I have. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jim Nickel, District 3 Delegate. I just want to reach out to Mark. I've been giving him a lot of maintenance orders, and I appreciate your team taking care of them. So thank you so much. Outside of that, have a great afternoon, everyone.
Dolores Doherty, District 4. Cal, you took away my thunder when I wanted to announce what a wonderful time we had at the potluck. We had everybody bring us some amazing food, and there's quite a few that I want the recipes for, so I'll have to hit you up for that. But anyway, I think, like you said, everybody had a good time, and I think we should do it again because it's a more relaxed setting, and we're not just getting to know one another in these sessions here. With that said, I had a situation coming in Gate 5 on Tuesday. It was about 5:45, and there was a she looked like she was 12 years old. But when I talked to her, she told me she was 25. There was a vehicle that went in before I did, and didn't even think to ask this young lady what she was doing. But when I talked to her, she said she was waiting for an open house. I said, really? It's 5:45. We don't have open houses at 5:45, and you look a little young to be moving in here. And she goes, well, I have relatives here. So I told her, well, you can't come in this way. You have to go in the main gate and register. So I didn't think she was going to do it, but she did. And I spoke to Detective Roman, and he said that they ended up turning her away. and they were going to keep an eye on it. But it's like that comment Michelle always makes: if you see something, say something. Because these people are just walking in, and we don't think anything about it, but we expect patrol to do everything. And they can't be everywhere all the time. So we need to be very proactive where we live. So anyway, that's my piece.
Dave Melder, District 5. We've got along with Districts 2 and District 4, we've got a sold out now bingo pizza party coming on the 14th, which is kind of exciting. It's sold out, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, something I'm going to bring up. Does everybody here know that we have a couple of groups here in Sun Lakes? I'm talking about golf right now, that have better perks than the rest of us? Yeah. If you, I've got my trusty Sun Lakes app here, and I make tee times on that all the time. I love it. Now, the annuals, they get to 7 days in advance make a tee time because they paid $3,000. God bless them. Go for it. And the rest of us regular folks, we get 5 days in advance to make a tee time. Well, perusing through the months here, we have groups called, and here's kind of odd, the Skins group on Saturday and Sunday mornings, early prime time tee times. I've got it here for 17 days from now, Saturday, August the 30th, 4 tee times for the Skins. And that's on Sunday, there's 3 tee times for the Skins. Now, I heard, I'm not sure this is true or not, but I heard that it was Brian Garlington that started this, and he actually had some of his pros playing with the Skins. But to take up tee times from the residents, that's not good. And there's another group I've got here. It's called the Tony Brown Group. I don't know, I'm sure all the golfers out there know who Tony Brown is. I have no idea who it is. But on the let's see here. Oh yeah, here on the 29th, which is considerably more than 7 days. That's on a Friday morning from 9:06 a.m. all the way to 9:34. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tee times already set up. How does that happen? Could maybe somebody from the board look into that? That's it. Thank you.
Do you want an answer?
Sure, go ahead.
Call the director of golf, David, and David can discuss that with you. But he's in charge of the tee times, and our director of golf, our head PGA professional, will be able to assist you.
Well, he works for us. What's he doing making these new rules where other people get 30 days in advance tee times?
You should ask David that question. I'm not David.
Okay, I will.
Gail Billick, District 7. We just finished a summer fiesta bash over at the North Clubhouse and had a great time and a good turnout. And we have another event coming up September 27th. I want to thank my social committee who has worked like crazy to keep this group going, and the events are getting larger and larger. So, and Fran, thank you for filling in when I've needed you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Kathy Audrighetti, District 8, and I have no comment at this time.
Linda Vieira, District 9. I think the potluck that we had was wonderful. I wish more alternates had been invited or had been able to attend or had been encouraged to attend. It was very nice to see so many delegates there. It was very nice, a very friendly atmosphere. I enjoyed it very much. I think we should have them more often for us to get to know each other. Last month was my district's Fill the Cupboard. I want to thank my district for participating. We had bags and bags of goodies that we were able to bring to the senior center. And that's about it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Jean Dobson from District 10, Fairway Villas. I am happy to report that I've had several, I don't know, maybe 60 or 70 or so of the questionnaires already returned to me. So I'm going to send out an email blast in a couple of days. I don't want to badger you folks, but we do appreciate you getting them back. Because we do want to be #1 district for returning all those questionnaires. Thank you very much. We're in the beginning stages of an exciting social for our district. We're lucky to have Mary Flynn, who is very involved in the Playhouse programs. She is a resident of Fairway Villas, and she's going to be directing our residents in a murder mystery dinner party in October. So I will report back in October how successful that is, but we're pretty excited about it. We're going to have tryouts, or I'm not supposed to say tryouts, but interest, people to show up and interest at the end of this month. We do have a lot of homes that are empty, vacant, for sale. It's a little sad to think that there is so much movement within the district, but it's also welcoming to have people moving in and filling up those empty homes. Yes, the district delegate social, I think, was a big success, and it will only get better with the next one. The food was outstanding, and my favorite, Lori, thank you so much for that fresh peach dessert. It was just over the top. It was so pretty, and it tasted wonderful. I want to reiterate, I didn't interrupt all the others who were sharing their disappointment at this real estate office, but these questionnaires that have been returned, we have a big, half the page available for people to share their thoughts, and there are so many that are opposed to this real estate office. So that town hall will be a success. There will be so many people that are here to express their opinions and likes and dislikes, and I hope we can have a date for that very soon. The board will look very good to publish that date soon. That's all. Jess?
I'm very happy to share this good news, The happy and lovable residents of District 6 will be joining District 17, 19, and 20 to celebrate Christmas on December 10. That's it.
Lori?
Yes. Cal, I just have a quick question. I know we're in August already, and are you going to be providing gift cards to the districts anytime?
Yes, that has been delayed because we did not have gift cards available for CCL. But since they've just announced that they will be available shortly, if not now, are they available now?
They are now.
Then we will have to request that the board actually get us CCL gift cards.
Very good. Thank you.
Ann Hofert, District 12. Just a reminder to District 12, we are having our annual food drive also for the senior center. And just a little FYI, and for the other districts as well that have it coming up, people get canned goods, but they don't get can openers. So maybe put that on your list when you're asking, for donations, the things that they have to open these things with. Even if it's just a little device to open a jar, because if they're seniors, they won't be able to do that. But I appreciate the outpour right at this moment. Only being out 1 week, we've had one delivery made already. So I really thank my residents for stepping up to do that. My second question or statement which has been on one of these return survey, is regarding the golf course that backs up to Laguna Seca, and all of the weeds and the overgrown area on all the way down Laguna Seca. So I wonder if anything is going to be done with that as far as maintenance, or is it just the drought-tolerant plants that are looking like weeds? So several people have mentioned that on my survey, and I wanted to ask that question, basically, if they are listening today. If you don't want to answer it now, that's fine, but I'd like an answer.
I'll answer, ma'am, right here.
Oh.
We've contacted artistic supervisor, and they're going to go evaluate it, and they're going to be on top of it.
All right. But my last statement will be regarding e-bikes and electric scooters. Are they allowed to be on our road in here if they do not have a sticker? And they're e-bikes. They're like a golf cart. They move electrically. So would you think that they should be registered?
I can't answer how I feel about that, but I can tell you that California Vehicle Codes document them as a bicycle at this time. Now that's probably going to change. A lot of municipalities are having problems with e-bikes in their community. I know, talking to a lot of law enforcement agencies, they're actually buying e-bikes because they can't keep up with them in tight areas. So I think it's something in Sacramento they're discussing, but at this time, they are considered a bicycle. But that's probably going to change.
Okay, because I have seen scooters being ridden, electric scooters, the same way. No gear on, and they're adults. And so, their head is hard when it hits that cement. It's going to be a mess.
Jason, I don't believe scooters are legal in Sun Lakes.
They are not.
Skateboards and scooters are not legal in Sun Lakes.
Come down country club sometime.
Well, we can address that with security, though. But I do believe that is a no-no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janice Rice, District 13. We have one question brought up to me by a couple of our residents that Tuckaway to Paradise Island Lane is a corner, and some of our delivery trucks and other people, they get going kind of fast and they cut that corner, and we've had some pretty close calls. I don't know if a speed bump, I know we don't like to talk about speed bumps here, but if if that would be a solution, because it's UPS. They cut that corner and they fly around there. And so far, so good. It hasn't nothing tragic has happened, but we've seen a couple of close calls. Just want to bring that out to be looked at possibly.
So, Janice, bring that up to Mike Vols,
okay,
the safety committee, and we have we're getting ready to bring on a new person. We're going to announce this month. He's a resident here. He was the Nebraska State lead traffic engineer. Okay. Very, very, very knowledgeable, and he's going to come on board on Mike's team towards the end of the month. So bring that up to Mike. Maybe shoot him an email.
Okay.
And they'll look into it.
All right.
Sure.
I got you. All right, and District 13, I can't remember who I am. We're going to have next Tuesday, we're having a sweets eat just to get together. I'm really trying to work hard, District 13, I'm talking to you, to get our district. It's the smallest district here. And I have a really hard time pulling them together. And I want to know what I can do to make that a more accommodating for all of them. And then on September 21st, we are going to have a fiesta where we are looking at a couple of groups and things like that. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to reach out to them to get the best for all of them. So that's it. Thank you.
Hello, Carly Beeks from District 14. First of all, I want to apologize because this is the first time I'm seeing our resident survey attached to a newsletter that Ann gave me. It's on an 8x10, and it was supposed to be half sheet, So I apologize to the delegates, because I don't know if you want to pass them out like this. I'm probably going to go cut mine individually in half to make it easier to fit into my mailbox. And secondly, I want to thank Linda Vieira for our new name tags her and her husband provided for all of us delegates. And I'm also happy to announce that I have a new EPAP coordinator, Richard Fetterman. Thank you, Richard. And then also I have a question. All the street lights on my street on Woodlands Drive are not working, so it's like pitch black in our street. So I was hoping maybe you could do something.
See the man in the blue shirt? See him after the meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna come see you, man in the blue shirt. Okay, thank you.
B. Mercado, District 15. I want to thank my district for their efforts in Fill the Cupboard for July. And I would like to also thank my assistant, Judy Taylor, who is my alternate. She's been working hard, and I really do appreciate whenever she can step in. Joe, are you a golfer?
Can you tell? You can't tell?
I just wanted to make sure because I agree with David's comments that he brought up regarding favoritism towards certain golf groups and the fact that they get more perks than regular people. Whether or not they are annuals or not should not make a difference. Whether they are female or male should not make a difference. And apparently that is being carried on through the pro shop. If David is a PGA pro,
He is.
he is not taking into consideration who his clientele is. He's using somebody else's ex-employee perks for people. He's now in a new position, and whatever Brian did before should have stopped. He's now trying to accommodate those who had something before him. And I understand that he wants to keep the status quo, but it needs to be in fairness. And I think the fact that David brought it up in front of a board member who is a golfer should have and carry some weight as to how much this affects the rest of the community. Not just golfers, but the fact that someone has chosen to accommodate others more in favor than the general public that resides here. And this has come up before the GAC. This has come up before David. It has been discussed with various golf groups, men and women, and there is nothing being done to curtail or change or accommodate the concern of what seems to be continuing. So I would hope that you as a board member and a golfer would see that this is something that needs to be addressed, and maybe there needs to be a committee or a conference together with everyone, including the golf groups who are being accommodated earlier and earlier and earlier. So I would hope that you would address that.
So,
B, can I say one thing?
Oh,
Dave Miller, District 5, to follow up on what you're, and I should have followed up with your comment, Joe. I didn't hire David. You're telling me to go and talk to him. I didn't hire him. The board hired him. You guys need to go talk to him.
David, I think what he was saying is for you to so he can give you an explanation of what's happening. I don't think he meant for you to say, go talk to him and say, this is wrong, this is wrong. I think he said, talk to him so he can explain it to you is what I think Joe was saying. So I don't think he meant for you to say, go and you have to deal with it. I think he was saying, but I'll tell you what, this is the first time I'm hearing this. I'll talk with David. We'll find out what's going on.
Okay,
This is the
thanks.
first time I'm hearing of this.
Thanks, Jason.
And Jason, in all effect, it has been going on for months, not just weeks. So it is something that is now coming and bubbling up to the surface, and we would encourage you to help us out if you can.
So yeah, I will definitely look into it. Like I said, we'll look into it with Joe. But I will say this, as far as the annuals over non-annuals, that's kind of setting the rules, you guys. The 5-day compared to 7-day.
No,
that's you guys are okay with that?
No, that's absolutely agreed upon.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. I just want to make sure.
They pay good money for that.
Yeah, I was just saying.
That's
Okay, I
fine.
just want to make sure that's okay because that I'm not going to be able to talk to him about because that's in there. But this other stuff that's going on, I want to find out what's going on. So I'll definitely look into it.
Thank you. And I would encourage maybe we put speed bumps at the intersection where the stop sign is, rather than in the middle of the street. That way they may want to slow down and stop before continuing. Just replace the speed bumps in the middle, put them at the intersection. I'm done.
Tammy, can I apologize to you? I've been calling you Jamie.
Tammy Alexander, District 16 alternate. I would like to say I agree with Dave and B, what they just said, especially Dave's second comment. Also in my district, I'm asking, it's brought to my attention, someone brought up, they were wondering if it would be possible to have one of the pools be an all-adult pool instead of them both having kids there from 10 to 2, which is kind of prime time for swimming. I've had residents saying that, you know, they have to wait till after 2 to go, where Four Seasons has one pool that's all adults only, and then the other pool is the kids from 10 to 2. So I said I would ask. The other thing in my district is there seems to be an issue with parking, and not just like guests coming in to visit parking. It's primarily people that are fairly new to the neighborhood that maybe have too much stuff in their garage, or one car and a golf cart in their garage, so they think that they can park their other car on the street all the time. And it's been going on for years, 2 years, one neighbor, a year, another neighbor. And so I'm just wondering what we can do to curb that. And I can't remember what the overnight limit is. I think it's 60 per year or something, but like I said, my one neighbor, over 2 years since they've lived there, there's a car on the street or in the driveway
If you can
every single
separately
day.
send me the address, I can check into the situation.
Okay. Well, there's 3 for sure in our
If you
district.
send me the addresses of those 3, I can check into those situations.
Okay, thank you.
Anita Lawrence, District 18. I'd like to welcome Greg Garrettson as the new District 18 EP/AP coordinator. I've been looking for a coordinator since I took the seat, and I'm just thrilled that he has stepped up. Greg and his wife Angie have been residents since just last December, and I'm looking forward to working with him, and I want all of the District 18 residents to join me in welcoming Greg to the District 18 team. I'd also like to thank Pat Hofer, who has served as the District 18 EP/AP coordinator for many years. So go enjoy being a retired person now, Pat. I've been a delegate for just a little over a year now. I'm starting to get my feet under me a little bit more, and I'm thinking about holding a quarterly breakfast for District 18 residents, where we can discuss questions or concerns relevant to the district and get to know each other a little bit better. So if you're interested in something like that, please contact me and I'll put your name on an interest list. We'll get to know each other a little bit more. We'll also be supporting our restaurant. Resident surveys. Please, 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 I'm asking you to return these. Your answers will be tabulated and the information will be forwarded to the Marketing Advisory Committee as well as the Master Board, so the Master Board can serve you better. And I would really like to be one of the districts that wins one of those prizes for the number of surveys returned. Thank you so much.
Marcia Mitchell, District 19. I'm going to piggyback a little bit on Dolores about people driving throughout this wonderful community, but mainly at the entry gates. We've had a lot of work done in Gate 3. It was closed for 3 weeks or over 3 weeks. I realize it had something to do with parts, but I think one of the worst things that I see is Sun Lakers piggybacking in behind somebody else. There's 2 stop signs there for a reason, and there's signs all over the place that says 1 car per gate. It's really important that we let each car go in individually, come back in, and then let it down. And if someone is piggybacking you, do they have a Sun Lake sticker? But residents here, I mean, we all moved here for a reason, for the basic security that we have here with a gated community. So I think it's pretty important that everybody takes that approach and really thinks about piggybacking behind somebody, let the gate go down before you come back through. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Kate Reed, District 20. I don't have a lot of stuff. We are in the beginning processes of planning a wine, dine, and dance event that will be coming up in October. And then I'd like to give a great big shout out to my zone captains. You guys are invaluable to me, and I really want you to know how much I appreciate you. And that's all. Thank you.
I'm Mike Bowles, District 22. We have one of our bigger events of the year coming up, which is our auction. We always have a lot of fun at that, and we're very successful. We have a very generous district, and the auction's for the gifts for the kids, Christmas gifts. And I'd like to remind people it's in my district that it's the 23rd of this month, so it's coming up soon. You can, please don't drop off your things you're donating to my house. I'd appreciate that. But anyway, we have that coming up, and also a golf tournament coming up. David, I just think that the organizations around here that put things together like that should have a a special time or whatever works for them. I mean, it's hard work to get groups together and keeping them going, and I think that's something that may add to the number of annuals. We're down, I think. I don't know where we're at right now, but I know when I was an annual, we were down a few hundred people, so maybe a couple hundred people, whatever. So I think it's important that we maintain our groups here at Sun Lakes. We're a golfing community, and I understand fully what you're talking about. I've actually had to go over to Oak Valley and play because of the fact we had tournaments going and things like that. So that's all I'd like to say. Thank you.
Charlie London, District 23, and I wanted to thank the district for putting on the potluck. Howard and I, we had a very wonderful time, and we're still full. Anyways, thank you for doing that. Our can and recycling committee, we generated $175 last month. We gave $75 to HELP, $75 to Faith in Action. I want to thank all the delegates that might have had Mary Flynn's paragraph or the flyer about the Friendship Club's Mama Mania coming up this Sunday. This is the first time we've sold out one of our concerts. We are over the 200 mark right now. We have 29 tables set up for 232 people, and I think we're going to have a very good concert and probably one of our better events that the club's had. That's pretty much all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Linda Spalding, District 17. Mark, on Northwood and Sandpiper, there are 2 speed bumps. I have been behind golf carts that have gone airborne because you cannot see the white stripe. It's just painted on the top of it. It doesn't like go completely over. I was one of those who kind of like went over a little bit more than what I should have. You don't see them, so if we could maybe get the paint so that you could see them from the street would be great. Holes 17 and 18 on the executive course, the weeds are at least 2 feet tall. When you come around the curve on the executive course from 17 to go into 18. I know we're really low on golf course maintenance workers, and but we should be able to get out there and spray. And that's not the only hole. So I just wanted to bring that up because they're just getting taller and taller. I have 2 tents now. Okay. The dogs are barking, but they're staying on their side of the wall, but they're behind the house. So All right, I'm going to remind every time and there's a lot of trash right now. I don't know why you have to be homeless and be a mess, but that's not me. And then, Tammy, if I could talk to you after, there's an EPAP bin at one of my residents' home, and the home is sold, and we have to have it removed. And I'll give you the address to get that out of there, and you probably know nothing about it.
Is it on Rolling Hills?
Yeah.
That's not our district.
It's your bin.
Oh, our bin, okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, we'll get it out of there, because I have a deadline to get it out. Okay. That's all I have. And thank you, Dolores and Michelle. It was a great, great event, and I hope we do it again. And like you, I think we should request recipes be brought and put on the side, because there was some really great food there. Thank you.
Cal Martin for District 21. We're going to have another cornhole tournament right here in the ballroom. It'll be August 23rd. If you want to come out and try it, it's actually a lot of people love that game. It's $5 entry fee, and it is a competition at the end of the event. After a double elimination of any team that comes, the winner will have a $50 cash prize, and I call them first place losers, but like Walt likes to call them finalists. The second place team will get a $25 prize. You don't have to be an expert to do this. It's kind of fun to try it. Come on out, anybody in the community that wants to give it a try. Noon on the 23rd of this month. And that's it for delegate comments. We will now move to old business. I believe since we dealt with Jim's request for asphalt schedule already, there isn't any old business. We move to new business and a motion to create a DDA follow-up process. That is my motion, so I would turn the meeting over to Linda.
And your motion is nicely written. I have to read this whole thing. Motion to create a follow-through process. During delegate assembly meetings, many ideas and issues are expressed. There's no communication about the progress on the topics, which is frustrating. Because there's no effective mechanism to resolve the complications associated with implementing these ideas, frustration grows. Many topics circle back to be rehashed at another meeting. A truly effective organization takes an idea from concept through execution. We need a process to follow up with the ideas and issues that are important to the delegate assembly. Do you want to? That's your part.
Okay, for all the aforementioned reasons, I move that the DDA create a follow-up team to track and report progress on topics raised at the meetings. The follow-up team would consist of 2 delegates working together for the month between meetings, reporting the progress on open issues at the next regular DDA meeting. They'd also be tasked with coordinating the handover to the next team. In essence, the people working for that particular month would be trying to find the right people in admin, the right people to talk to about why things are, so that it becomes a more effective way to resolve the end. Each delegate would be given responsibility for 1 month of service on the team, and the details could be refined in the next workshop. That is the motion, and
I'll second your motion, and I will open it now for discussion, please. It's been seconded. Anyone have any comments, thoughts? Agree with this, with the process? Jean?
I have a question.
I object to this motion because I think that if you have something that's important for you to follow up on, for you to know about, that's your job to do. You were elected by your district to work for them, and following up and moving whatever you gained on 1 month to another team for the next month is a waste of time. It's like the game when we were kids, that you said a word and it went around the room and it came back a totally different word. You're just losing time to follow up yourself for whatever issue it is that is important to you and your district.
Linda Vieira?
Linda Vieira, District 9. Well, I completely disagree because I feel like, for example, the ball drop that I brought to your attention earlier, that was brought up before, and it was sent to a board member who was going to follow up, and we heard nothing about it. And I think we do need to have more, it didn't have anything to do with my district, but I feel that if something is brought up and we just need to have some kind of accountability to help to make sure that these things are followed up.
Janice?
I'd like clarification. Is it mandatory that we each serve on this committee at some time?
That is the way it is certainly in the motion, that each person would have 1 month of service during the course of the year, each delegate, which puts 2 people on the team for 12 months.
Dolores?
I have to disagree with you, Jean. I think it's a good idea. We may not always have something in our district that we need to take care of. It may be something in District 23 that I see. And it involves all of Sun Lakes, not just our district. So I think it's a good idea that we all take turns, alternate, and follow up on what's being brought to the attention of the board or admin.
Any other comments? Can I comment? I can't comment. I have the mic. I have the mic. No. Any other comments? Okay. You made the motion.
This is a little odd for people in the television land. The reason that I gave up the acting as chairman of the meeting is according to Robert's rules. If I want to speak during a meeting on any issue, I must give up control of the meeting to Linda, who is the alternate, the vice chair of this meeting. So I get to speak on favor of my own motion. I think this is good for a couple of reasons, because whatever we're doing right now, it's not working well enough. Otherwise, this motion wouldn't be before everyone. I think that while yes, all of us have a personal responsibility to solve the problems of the district as they come up, sometimes they are recurring and sometimes they are broader. And there's nothing wrong with bringing other delegates on a follow-up so that everybody shares in that equally is the only issue. You shouldn't have to spend every month dealing with all the problems in Sun Lakes. And if we could have 2 people follow them up, that would be a nice change. And I also think it's good for delegates because you may not have had to contact somebody within admin because you're a new delegate. You may not have had to figure out how some of these things are either pigeonholed, or I shouldn't say pigeonholed, how are they responsibilities are divided throughout administration. And you learn stuff. You will learn stuff in solving these problems, and then you will be more knowledgeable about the place and how Sun Lakes and how it's run, how things work around here. And that's why I think this is a good motion, and I yield.
Any other comment? B?
So I need clarification, Cal. Linda is running the meeting because you are presenting the motion. So when does she get to speak as a delegate to the question that's before us as far as discussion?
It's the rule. I'm looking at Jason. He's supporting. It's the rule. Is that the Davis Sterling?
Right, pretty much just the reason Cal had to turn it over is the reason why Linda can't. It's the same thing. She's in control of the meeting now. Yeah.
So is Linda okay to tell someone else to speak her
Someone else could speak upon it. Yeah.
opinion? Okay, so yes.
It's been suggested that perhaps we change it to a quarterly service time for a team to do it quarterly and let it be volunteer instead of mandatory. That way you would only need 8 volunteers a year. I'd like to make that an amendment to the motion.
And now I can talk? I have to repeat what she's... Just a minute, I have to repeat what... I need a second after I repeat what she just said, and that is to amend the motion that we do it quarterly instead of monthly. And not mandatory. And is there a second for that?
I second.
Okay. Now discussion on that change. Now, Tammy.
Oh, maybe I'm repeating myself. I agree with Jean and Lori. I don't want it to be mandatory. Some of us work and have other obligations, and I don't want to have to worry about somebody else's district or following up. I think this volunteer position takes enough time for some people. So I think maybe a committee of people that want to volunteer to do this, but not make it mandatory for rotating that you have to do it.
Any other discussion?
Linda, who was the second on that amended motion?
Janice. May I see a show of hands for who? Do you have a problem if these two are blended together? He accepts. Okay, may I have a show of hands of who accepts this proposal?
It would be, the amendment
No,
right
we
now
meant
is
both.
to approve the follow-up team on a quarterly volunteer basis.
But then we put it with the first motion.
Yeah, it's same, yeah, everything stays the same, except the only change that changes is it's
Correct.
not monthly and it's not mandatory.
Correct. So I'm asking for a show of hands who approve of the amendment and the change.
Yes, the amended
Okay.
motion, yes.
May I see a show of hands who approve? I can't vote either. I can't talk. I can't vote. I don't want to vote for you. I think it's carried. But I will ask, opposed? Okay. Motion is carried and
Microphone wars. And now it's time for comments from the membership. If you have a comment from the seating area, please come forward and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes, please.
Is it on? It is on? Okay. My name is Fran Hanratty, and I have a question. How far ahead of time can residents place political signs on their front lawn? Thank you.
It is 90 days prior, if it has a date on it. So you guys, political signs, we can only tell you it's restricted if it has a date relating to a certain election. If it just has a name on it, that really doesn't tell us anything. That's a sign that you can have as a yard decoration. But if it says so-and-so 2024 or so-and-so 2026 or any of those nature that has a date related to an actual election, you are allowed 90 days prior to that election and 10 days after.
Because I have seen political signs for governor on the front lawn.
Right, we had one. We are dealing with that situation. It's on
Thank you.
Fairway Oaks, I believe. We are dealing with it, but understand if it just said Governor, so-and-so and didn't have a year, there's not much we can do, but the fact that it has a year on it, we can trace it, track it.
I'm next, David Marshall Keeley. I have chaired for 14 years the Sun Lakes Country Club Charitable Trust, and I can help you out, Master Board, because the trust is not under the Master Board, but I can update you about, a question was asked about prize money for the helicopter ball drop in June. There were 5 $250 winners. 300 were announced at that time, but there was a follow-up right after that when somebody said, there's 5, not 3. 5 winners of $250 did happen, and I can give you the treasurers and the chair of the event if you need any more information than that. But it's all taken care of, and so you're off the hook because it's not an HOA issue. Thank you, Master Board, and thank you, Delegate Assembly. You guys are really appreciated. Thanks.
Okay, if there's no further member comments, I'll take a motion for adjournment. Okay, let's go home.